Like many people, you might notice a difference between who you are and who you'd like to be. There are small tasks you believe you should tackle and significant goals you aim to reach. Whether it's exercising regularly, eating better, picking up a new language, dedicating time to your novel, reading more, or actually engaging in your hobbies instead of just scrolling through Reddit. Yet, it often feels like reaching these goals requires transforming into someone else. This new version of you would be disciplined, hardworking, consistent, and full of willpower. Perhaps you've given it your all to become this person. And for a time, it worked. Until you found yourself reverting to old habits. Eventually, it feels like you're always coming up short. With each attempt that doesn't pan out, your frustration and self-annoyance grow. According to the success and hustle narrative online, if you don't make it, it's entirely your fault for not wanting it enough, making failure seem like a personal shortcoming. However, changing is genuinely challenging. Understanding why can make the process seem less daunting. Picture your mind as a vibrant, dense jungle. Making a decision or taking action is akin to navigating through this actual jungle. It's tough and energy-consuming. Your brain prefers to conserve energy, so it uses a strategy. Your actions create pathways in this mental jungle. Starting a new activity means clearing a path through the underbrush. The more you do something, the clearer the path gets. Eventually, it becomes a well-trodden path, then a street, and with enough repetition, a highway. These highways in your mind make travel easy, familiar, and comfortable, making us gravitate towards them out of habit. Therefore, we keep using these established paths, leading us to repeat past behaviors. This is what makes change so difficult, especially for adults whose mental jungles are already full of well-traveled roads. To grasp how these paths become so ingrained, we need to differentiate between routines and habits. Routines and habits are the actions you take. A routine is a set of steps you follow because they've consistently yielded positive results. For instance, you might prepare your favorite meal using the same ingredients in the same sequence because you enjoy the outcome, or you set your alarm for 6:30 a.m. to start your day at the desired time. Think of routines as being crafted by a strategic planner in your mind, deliberate and thoughtful, focusing on long-term outcomes and willing to endure discomfort for a desired result. Over time, routines can evolve into habits, which are much simpler because they don't require conscious thought. You've repeated them so often that your brain rewards you for these actions, perceiving them as beneficial responses to specific cues. Habits put you on autopilot, eliminating the need to persuade yourself to act since the behavior becomes automatic. What drives habits are triggers, cues in your environment that signal your brain to initiate a behavior. These triggers can be anything from seeing your phone and instinctively unlocking it, to automatically reaching for a seatbelt in a car, or grabbing a cookie with your morning coffee out of routine rather than hunger. Habits are managed by an impulsive part of your brain, likened to a toddler, which acts on immediate desires without considering long-term goals. This toddler aspect of your brain prefers easy, rewarding actions and is why you might find yourself indulging in less beneficial habits like eating chocolate or aimlessly browsing social media. The pleasure you get from these activities encourages repetition, leading to the formation of bad habits. While it might seem like this impulsive nature works against you, it's just as crucial as the strategic planner in your mind. Both aspects work together most of the time. The strategic planner handles complex tasks and decision-making, but constantly engaging it is energetically costly. By automating routine tasks through habits, your brain efficiently manages day-to-day activities while freeing up resources for more complex thinking. To change our lives and adopt new behaviors, leveraging these energy-saving processes can be beneficial. Focusing on small, manageable changes rather than grand transformations can make a significant difference over time. The key to building new habits isn't to rely solely on willpower, but to subtly convince your brain that the new activity is not a big deal, thereby making change feel less daunting and more achievable. By establishing new routines and gradually transforming them into habits, you allow your strategic mind to blaze the initial trail, enabling the more impulsive part of your brain to kickstart actions effortlessly later on. For instance, if your aim is to become fitter, a goal many share, the first step is to clarify this broad objective into actionable, simple tasks. The easier and more specific the task, the less you'll have to ponder over it. A concrete action, like doing 10 squats every morning, is a great starting point. Begin by forming a routine around this action, incorporating clear triggers that your subconscious can latch onto later. Triggers are simply signals that consistently precede the action, such as laying out your workout clothes, choosing a specific time or place, or better yet, a combination of these factors. These cues act as a start button, eventually automating the action. To cultivate a habit of home workouts starting with 10 squats, consistently perform them in the same environment and at the same time, like in your living room at 8 a.m., wearing your workout attire. The key is repetition. By doing this regularly, ideally daily, what started as a routine will morph into a habit, turning a makeshift path into a wide, easily navigable road. Although the squats will still require effort, deciding to do them becomes less burdensome and more a natural part of your routine. This approach, while straightforward, isn't necessarily easy. Many desirable habits don't offer the immediate satisfaction that distractions like scrolling through Reddit do. To encourage repetition and make the new activity appealing to your impulsive side, try to make it enjoyable. For example, listen to your favorite podcast only while exercising or work on your taxes during game loading screens. Discover what personal tweaks make the activity more enjoyable for you. The process is frustratingly simple, yet effective for improving your life. The time it takes for a new habit to form can vary greatly, from 15 to 250 days, depending on various factors, including your personality and stress levels. The hardest part is not starting but maintaining the effort day after day. Persistence is key, and while there's no magic solution for change, understanding habits reminds us that transformation is achievable at any age. Even minor improvements or adopting a few new habits is a victory. A slight increase in health or knowledge far outweighs the dissatisfaction of stagnation. Ultimately, change is about moving in a new direction, not reaching a specific endpoint. We hope you're enjoying the content on the Step Ahead channel. If you found our videos helpful or entertaining, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Your feedback helps us create more of the content you love. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Subscribing not only supports us, but it also keeps you up to date with all our latest videos, ensuring you don't miss out on any new insights or fun. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to growing with you every step of the way.